Okay, so Ben, here we are on the eve of a World Championships. Give me a flavour of your emotions ahead of the big event.
I'm quite calm. Yeah, I'm relaxed. I'm calm. I don't want to get too excited because my history shows when I get too excited, I don't jump too great unless it's round 6, and I've got many rounds to go before then. So I'm just very calm, getting my work in. I'm relaxed. There's no pressure on me. I feel like I can do great things out there, but there's no pressure on me to do so. So yeah, I'm feeling good.
You mentioned that pressure. Is that no pressure on sort of coming from outside?
Yeah, no pressure coming from outside. I've got a little bit of pressure on myself. I know what I can achieve. I know what I want to achieve, and I'm set out to achieve that. But from the outside, it's been sort of a breakthrough year for me. I think people think I can do well, but there's no real, okay, well, this guy's medal contender. We need, do you know what I mean? There's not that big push. I believe I'm a medal contender, and that's where I'm going to be pushing for. But externally, there's not that big push, which is lovely for me.
Flying under the radar a little bit, does that suit you?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Fantastic. What a season. A bit of a whirlwind, I guess. But just sort of talk me through it from your point of view and kind of where you were when you started and where you are now.
When I started, I wasn't very confident. I had my surgery 2018, God, that would have been a long time. 2018. And I hadn't jumped. The first time I triple jumped in training post-surgery, I had my surgery April 2018, and I triple jumped then in March 2019 this year. So I wasn't very confident. Went into my first couple of competitions very, very hesitant and jumped completely subpar. Had 6 weeks off. Knew that my knee wasn't hurting anymore. Had 6 weeks off from competing. Obviously trained hard within that time. Went back to a competition and jumped 16.69, which is at that point was probably my 4th best jump of all time, 3rd or 4th best jump of all time. So I knew I was back in decent shape. I took a big risk and cancelled all of my personal training clients in Stoke-on-Trent. Saved up enough money and moved to Loughborough for the month of August, ready for the trials to give myself the best opportunity to get the 16.95 standard. 2 weeks later, I jumped 17.14, which was actually the Olympic standard for next year also. I thought to myself, okay, well, we can make a final at the Worlds now. It's not just about getting there. We can do some damage. And then I went into the British Champs 2 weeks after that and jumped 17.27 in round 1. Which was absolutely phenomenal because I felt great. I'm not usually a one-round jumper, which is amazing because I know when the championship rounds come, round 5 and round 6, I'll be there ready to perform. But I can also do it in qualification, which is great. So yeah, it's just been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy, and that 17.27 also gave me the belief that we can. I think the first 2, I'm a realist. I think for this year at least, the first 2 are a given. Christian Taylor, Will Clay, they will be battling it out for gold and silver, in my opinion. But I think there's going to be a couple of us down there in the mix for bronze, and hopefully I'll come out on top.
You mentioned that big leap, I guess, of cancelling all your clients and kind of going full time. Just tell me about what the trade-offs were at that stage, and maybe just an immediate aftermath of this, just recognising the magnitude of what you've done, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it was for me. It was just an all or nothing move. Like I say, I cancelled all my clients. I spoke to a couple of them and gave them other PTs to go and speak to. So it was, for me, it wasn't a short-term thing. It was very much this is what I want to do. I want to be in a point at the end of this to be able to train full time. And fortunately, thanks to one of my actually previous PT clients, I'm able to do so for the next year also. JCB have sponsored me for the year. It's a Staffordshire-based company. I'm a Staffordshire lad, so JCB have sponsored me for the Olympic year, and that gives me enough money to train full time, which is absolutely fantastic.
To do it in Big Gosh and then in Birmingham, was that something you could kind of possibly imagine doing, to do such lifetime bests in such quick succession?
I think that's how it happens. I think that's how it comes. I gained a lot of confidence from the first one. The first one, I don't want to say it was a shock. I knew 17 meters was in me, but to do it in the round which I needed to do it in Big Gosh, the competition was quite different. There was only 4 rounds. I did it in round 3 when I needed to do it, which shows good pressure jumping. And then off the back of that, I was so supremely confident going into the trials that I said I'd come out with 17:30 and I was 3 centimeters short, unfortunately. So I've got some making up to do.
In terms of World Championships, it's all about building a solid series, isn't it? You mentioned you're not a, sort of a two-jump performer. Do you feel like you've got the skills in your locker to put together that strong series, as you mentioned, to be in around that sort of?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I tend to be a consistent jumper, but it does only take one in the same breath. Hopefully, I'm not calling it qualifying and final. I'm calling it final 1 and final 2. It's a final for me. It's my first major champs. I don't want to go in there treating it as it's a qualification. We don't. No, it's a final. It's final 1, final 2. Hopefully, just one jump in final 1, and then in final 2 we can really put together a good series and go for all 6 rounds, which would be great.
As someone who came quite close to quitting the sport a few years ago, how proud are you to be wearing a Great British jersey at a World Championship?
Oh, it's fine. I nearly quit the sport in February. That was a tough time for me in February. I was really down, but to now be at a championship, at a level which I've never competed at before, I think that's the most important thing to look at. I've put on GB vests before, but I've never once been at this level, senior-wise. So yeah, I'm very proud to have come out the other end a lot stronger.